some amazing conversations this morning on all sorts of topics, and I think they're really all important. So thanks again for all the speakers. A big hand thing for all the speakers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to speak a lot on social media, but I'm not going to go through 75 slides with you for 15 minutes. It will not happen. I won't do that to you. It's Saturday. Respect that. So what I'll do is I'm going to have it on a clipboard, and what I can do is if you can fill your first name, last name, and email and phone number, I will email you this slide deck. Okay? Does that sound fair?
Yeah.
All right? Because I want to talk about 2 slides in the whole slide, so I'll explain that to you. So I'll hand it at the front and just fill it up. All right, that's fine. Okay. She said, what you can do, she said that you can come, I have a table in the back, so you can come fill out the clipboard on the back table when I'm done, okay? So my name is Jim Pagiamtzis, and that's why she wanted to tackle my name there. And I've been speaking and writing here in Toronto for many years, and I wanted to take the opportunity to share with you some insights on LinkedIn. So anybody on LinkedIn here? A few? Oh, whoa, connections, I love it. All right. So I'm one of the things I do, I'm with authorized local expert with Constant Contact. Anybody heard of Constant Contact? So they're a social media company based out of Boston, and so I've been speaking with them for about a year and a half now. So I'm going to go through 2 slides with you on LinkedIn specifically. Because one of the things that I realized with LinkedIn is that for the most part, we all could do LinkedIn better. Okay, we're doing poorly, but we do things better. So I'm going to go through a few slides. So you can find me on Twitter and LinkedIn and so forth. So I'm going to skip a whole bunch of slides here to go to slide number 42. And this is what I want to talk to you about. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's try that again. Slide number 42. So begin from... All right. So with LinkedIn, it's actually a big software program, and there's a number of things you can do on it. But I want to talk about 3 things you can do today to get yourself to generate some momentum with it. LinkedIn started in May 6, 2003, and it's been around 10 years. I joined in 2004, and I have about 1,400 connections. But again, I've been very aggressive in building it. So one of the things with LinkedIn is that it can serve you in so many ways. I'm going to cover 3. The first one is the act of your profile. Take advantage of this. I was at an event last week, and the gentleman was talking about how much space you have to put information in your profile in the different blocks. And I went back and I'm like, oh, he's right. I'm going to fill that up. I'm going to put speaker, author, international blogger. So you have a lot of space to write information on. So the 3 areas that I want to tell you about is first is connections. So with LinkedIn, you can ask, like I asked here, who's on LinkedIn? You put your hands up. You come back to my table, and I can send you a connection notice, a personalized connection notice. Or LinkedIn will suggest people to join. So they help you on the process. So I tell people that to set a goal to generate, say, 100 connections in the next 3 months and build your network. And I'll tell you why that's important. So the next thing is recommendations. Anybody have recommendations on their LinkedIn? Good. It's really important. If you can, when you start hitting 10 or more recommendations, it actually helps your profile. And again, I'll tie everything together in the end. So I have about 40 plus recommendations from Constant Contact, from other speaking, not-for-profits I do, where I do work with Junior Achievement of Ontario and other organizations. So I have recommendations from them. And it's very important. As you do that, it helps your profile. The third is to use the groups function. Everybody know about the groups function in LinkedIn? So you can join all sorts of groups. You can join groups on knitting, You can join groups on anything, entrepreneurship, speaking. I belong to like 40 groups. I post on a weekly basis, different groups. And again, you want to hang around with people like minded, come to events like this, but online you can spend specific time and checking out particular posts saying people who are accountants or people who are engineers. So you do those three things. There's a number of other areas you can focus your time on, but those three are the first areas to start off with that'll give you the traction to move forward. And again, you can get, I can get overwhelmed with it. I'll talk about some things that have happened lately that have made some changes. Everybody seen the endorsement feature on LinkedIn? Who likes the endorsement feature on LinkedIn? See people laughing in the last row there. Who likes endorsements? Who doesn't like endorsements? They're not going to tell me. I don't like endorsements. I'll tell you why. I think that if someone's going to endorse me, I prefer they've heard me speak or I've met them. I think just clicking a button because you see they're a speaker means nothing. And I know I don't want to give you bad news at 11:20 on a Saturday morning, but I just think it's bad news. And they've done some other changes, and I just really feel that either they really haven't asked us, what would you like to see on LinkedIn? And I actually emailed them back, and they gave me this long corporate answer. I was like, that wasn't the answer I was looking for. So, and I just click and I wish I could go into settings and get rid of endorsements. So the first thing I see when I log in is endorsements, so I click it off. So the only positive thing with endorsements is this, if you want to turn it into a positive, is yes, people can see different areas that you're good at. So if you're good at speaking, writing, facilitation, it gives you a brace of what areas you're good in. So for myself, because I've been on a while, and my profile grew, so if I have 1,400 connections, I have 40 plus recommendations. What that does in the end for you, and you can do this, this is what happened to you, there's no doubt in my mind, is your profile begins to get noticed. There's a big thing on Facebook and Twitter when you build your profile that it helps your social amplification within the network. And a lot of networks don't really promote this as much, but it's true. Like LinkedIn, you have what, first generation circles, second and third. So I can connect with people in my second degree. So anybody familiar with talking about the second and third generation on LinkedIn? So they have first generation, then you have second degrees and third. So you can connect with people in your second and third. And that increases your ripple effect in LinkedIn. And what has happened is I've been sought out. I've been found on LinkedIn by HR companies to speak, US-based consulting companies, and all because I grew it and they began to see my profile in their ripple. And this can happen. And this is where I believe that LinkedIn doesn't get the recognition it deserves. We hear about Facebook and Twitter, which is good, and there are places for that. But I really believe that LinkedIn is that hidden gem in the social media that you can focus on 10, 50 minutes a day and work. And if you want to, if you have pen and papers, you can download a free ebook. It's called How to Really Use LinkedIn. Two gentlemen in the United States who wrote this book. It's 220 pages long. It is awesome. Tells you from A to Z how to use LinkedIn. It's called How to Really Use LinkedIn. And as soon as you Google it, it'll be the first or second thing that comes up. Download it, read it, because there's so many other areas. It tells you how to build your profile, what to put into it. Take advantage of areas where you can put links. So you can put links to blogs. I have 3 blogs that I write on. Put links to those blogs. Be a resource for people. That's what they're looking for. And take advantage of that. So I'm going to review 3 things. You're looking to add connections, recommendations, and join groups. You do those over and over again, you'll do that. And one final tip about today is that it's going to be an awesome day, and I'm actually in the back corner there. Have a coffee with a table there with oregano coffee. It was here, so great coffee. Let's trying it this morning. Come back. I have some books for sale. You can join my newsletter and get this deck copy of this presentation. And I encourage you to network, talk to each other, exchange business cards, find out what you do. Because that's why I build resources. My upcoming book, Get Connected in the 21st Century, is about online and offline resources, how they work together.